guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a little while since I've been on, and I have a couple announcements to make, and I thought I would just do a little chatty get ready with me and talk about those things. I actually have a bunch of declutter videos coming soon that I've been editing when I can, and I just kind of wanted to put this video up before I put those up because it's just been a long time, over a month since I've uploaded anything, and so I thought I'd update you guys before I start my declutter series. But with this chatty get ready with me, I want to just kind of use the things that I used when I went to Florida. I just went to Florida for 2 weeks. I live in Michigan, and we love to go to Florida every year around this time. We actually celebrate my birthday and my daughter's birthday while we're down there, and it was really great fun. We were there for 2 weeks, like I said, so we're really blessed to be able to do that, and we're able to actually stay like with my siblings and my parents and just have a really cool, kind of low-key, not always go, go, go vacation, which is definitely something I needed. We're so familiar with the Kissimmee, Orlando area because we go there every year, so it's kind of like a home away from home, which is nice when you're on vacation and you just kind of know the roads already and you know the restaurants and places to go and things to do. So I brought makeup with me, obviously, on the trip, and also some skincare. But as I get talking, I'll kind of explain to you, I've been very minimal lately with both my skincare and makeup. I want to do a favorites for 2018, all of my favorite makeup, and I never really got around to doing that. It's already mid-March, and I know that's probably old news, but I'm hoping that this will kind of show you, highlight some of the products that I really did love and found in 2018, and the products that I'm still really loving right now. So let's get into this. Get ready with me. So you probably already saw in my thumbnail or the title of this video, I am pregnant, and I'm actually 12 weeks pregnant. I'll be probably 13 weeks pregnant by the time I upload this, so I'm entering my second trimester, which is really exciting. This is my third pregnancy. I've had 2 very healthy, normal-ish pregnancies. Before this, I have a 3-year-old son and a 5-year-old daughter, and so I didn't necessarily hold back from telling you guys until I was in my second trimester, but I have just been feeling so sick and just really crap, honestly, like just physically and even emotionally, like mentally and stuff too. And so I haven't really been feeling well enough to get on and make a video, honestly. In all of my downtime, I was sleeping or at least resting on the couch because I am a stay-at-home mom and I watch my kids all day. I did tell family and friends so they could be, praying and supporting through the early part of my pregnancy when I wasn't feeling very well, but yeah, we're really excited. I'm finally feeling a lot better, like a lot better, about 80% better. There are times in the evening where I still feel a little bit sick, but not to the point where I'm pretty much immobilized. Like that's how I really felt from weeks 5 to 11. So like for 6 weeks I just felt so sick. Because of that, I also haven't really been doing much with my makeup, but I did take some stuff to Florida. For skincare, I've been really basic as well because I just didn't have the energy to put lots of things on my face. Some nights I just washed my face and put a moisturizer on and that was it, and that's fine. And I realized like my skin is still fine. It's okay to take breaks from things. So anyways, for the base and what I've been trying out lately, this is the Jane Iredale Glow Time Full Coverage BB Cream. Oh yeah, you like my Mickey Mouse Band-Aid? And that's really nice, Jess. Classy. I saw, who was it? Oh my goodness, my pregnancy brain, I'm telling you. Lisa, is it Lisa? Lisa J. I'm so sorry. I'll leave a link in the description box below. She used to help people when they came into the MAC store, and also she trained people who worked for MAC. And so she has really, really great tips and tricks. One of her videos, she was raving about this, and actually one of her like old coworkers was putting this on her, and it looked really good. So, and Jane Iredale, I've tried some of their products before from subscription box, from Derm Store subscription box, and I like them. They're a little bit more of a cleaner brand, and you really don't need a whole lot. And so this is in the shade, I think this is the lightest shade they have, so honestly, like, it's probably not the best for anybody that's lighter skin tone than me, and a little bit goes a long way, but I don't have a foundation brush like they were using in the video, and I think that would even make it go even longer way than I've found, because right now I've just been using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to kind of buff it in. But I think even a foundation brush that's, you know, the thin kind of paddle brush would even be better, because it wouldn't soak up as much of the product into the bristles. So, but I've been using it this way. The lighting still is not the best, but I'm just gonna work with it. So you can see it is yellow, but it eventually does work well. I don't think, I have more of a neutral undertone, but because it's more of a BB cream, it says full coverage. I never really use it full coverage, but it is pretty, I could probably build it up to full coverage. It can cover some of my freckles. I was really shocked with how little they had to use in the video, so that was, because this is an expensive, it's an expensive BB cream, so I was planning on it, or hoping for it to last a long time. So a little bit more about, you know, my pregnancy, if you guys want to know. This wasn't a surprise, let's just say that. We were really hoping to be pregnant in 2019, and kind of hoping for a summer baby, because my kids are both December and March, and then my birthday's in February, and so I always thought it'd be fun to have a summer birthday. So I was hoping that this baby would be a summer baby, but more of like a September, so that's okay. At least it's not winter. And really, what does it matter? We're so far it's a healthy pregnancy and healthy baby. So I'm going through a midwife again. I've gone through the same practice with both of my pregnancies and deliveries, and so I have to drive quite a ways away, but I am planning on birthing in a birthing center this time around, so really hoping for that. And I tend to just really gain a lot of weight in my first trimester. I need new clothes like almost right away, especially I guess with my third kid. I kind of started showing a lot faster too. That's just how my body is, and I know that, and I'm not complaining. I show you a baby bump. I don't know, let me know if you would like to see any pregnancy updates. I've thought about doing it on my other channel, my mom channel, because, you know, that just seems like more of the place to do it. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that if I have the energy and the time to do it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So this is the finish on it. It's nice. I like it. I think, like, especially as the day goes on, it wears really nicely, and it just looks, in my camera with this really bright light here, it kind of looks more yellow than it does in person, but I do bring it down onto my neck and kind of try to blend it more. So the next step I like to do is concealer, and so this has been my favorite concealer. It's the Dear Claire's Creamy and Natural Fit Concealer. This is a K-Beauty brand. It wasn't really expensive. I got this in December. I have a little sticker on here because I've been trying to label everything that I open so I know how long I've had something open. It's a really nice, natural, neutral, creamy, medium coverage concealer. And I've either been using my finger to tap it out, or the same brush that I put my foundation on to kind of blend that all together. So I really like this. It doesn't have, I mean, Dear Claire's is a skincare brand that I've known it more as skincare. They have some makeup. I would assume that there are extra skincare properties, but I mainly like it because it wears really nicely. It doesn't crease under my eye. I actually don't really have to set it with a powder, which is really nice. I use it as my eyelid primer too, or my eyeshadow primer. So it works well that way. It kind of helps neutralize any discoloration like pinkness and signs of tiredness. But I really don't feel like I need to go in with powder, but I will show you my favorite powder. just in case you're curious, because most concealers I do like to put a really thin under eye powder, and then sometimes I'll put a little bit of powder like in right here to make sure that when I put my blush down it doesn't like you know, concentrate in certain areas and be patchy, because sometimes the tinted moisturizer can be a little bit sticky still. So that is the concealer and foundation on. 50% of the time I don't put any base down. I mainly just use skincare and like my Drunk Elephant Bronzy as more of my base, and then I'll put the Steer Clairs on. This concealer is really good because I feel like it looks natural enough to where I don't need to have a lot of makeup on my face for it to look nice, if that makes sense. Some concealers, like my It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, is very full coverage, and it looks a little bit weird when you don't have a foundation or something on with it. But this kind of just blends into a non-BB creamed face. But I do like it also when I'm wearing more makeup. Okay, so my favorite under eye setting powder that I discovered in 2018 through a subscription box, I believe. It's a tiny sample size, but this is the Ciate London's Extraordinary Translucent Powder. I even like this better than the Laura Mercier Secret under eye brightening powder. It's not as white, it's not as brightening, but it's as finely milled, and so it doesn't look as like brightening as the Laura Mercier does. I even like it better. I have the Hourglass powder that was, you know, big hit in 2018 too. Honestly, this is my favorite for setting my whole face or just setting underneath my eyes. And a little bit of it goes a long way. I've had this little sample for a while, and I've even considered buying a full size of it. I could only find it at Ciate London's website. Sephora doesn't carry it. But I have like half of it left, and I don't need to go out and buy it. So what I personally do is I just kind of dip my finger in it and tap off the excess, and I push it into my under eye and my eyelid to set kind of the stickiness. But this concealer really isn't that sticky. I don't know how they formulate it, but it's really good, and I don't really have anything to compare it to. So then I'm going to take this brush that I got at Target on sale, the Sonia Kashuk little tapered brush. It's actually pretty big. It does work for underneath the eye too, but I'm going to use it to just kind of set down my cheeks before I put my blush on. Ooh, that's a lot. But it's okay. Even if it's a lot, it just kind of blends. It's very airbrushed looking. I just really like it. I really like it. Nobody talks about it. That's okay. I feel like I have a secret that nobody knows. But I want everybody else to know, all my friends and everybody, because it's so good. Only bad thing is it's a loose powder, so it is a little bit messy when you're wearing black. Just gotta watch all the fly. Oh my goodness, my whole chest is like powdered. I could just say I was baking a cake or something. Yeah. So now I have my cheeks set down, ready for powder. Blush. I got this Becca Be a Light palette, face palette. It was limited edition, sorry. But this has 2 setting powders, one more luminous and one just kind of more of it's not matte, but it's almost matte. Then there's a bronzer and a blush. So I really like this blush shade. I'm just going to put it onto my Real Techniques multitask brush. Swirl it in on that little rectangle. And I actually learned to start up here, not here, because the first place that you put your brush is where you're gonna have the most concentrated product. And I don't want it to be right in my apples of my cheeks. I actually liked this so much I got it for my mom for Christmas, but she is she's more medium skin tone and I'm fair, and so I had to exchange the light to medium for the medium to dark for her, because she said it just took way too long to build up the color. But these Becca powders are like Hourglass level, if you know Hourglass powders, but it wasn't as expensive as the Hourglass palette. It has more of a pearliness. It really is a blurring type of powder, and so yeah. I really like this shade too that comes with it. It's kind of a swirly whirly gumdrop shade that it just all blends together really nicely. And then the bronzer is really nice too, but I haven't been using bronzer a lot lately. I will contour. Girls, contour. The very first time I ever started contouring was when I was pregnant with my son, and I gained a lot of weight with that pregnancy. I know weight, I don't mean to keep bringing up weight because everybody views weight differently. All I'm saying is that my face structure changed a lot. My cheekbones were no longer. They kind of rounded out, which is fine, especially towards the end of my pregnancies. Everybody like gains a lot of water weight and stuff. It's just what happens most of the time. But contouring really makes a difference when you've lost your cheeks. And so I have been contouring, and this is actually my Illamasqua, this is the Gel Sculpt in Silhouette. So I take that line and I use my same brush. I don't always, but when I was on vacation I did. I didn't bring a lot of brushes on vacation. And I buff it up. It's a really good color for my skin tone. And it's really easy to just draw a line. It blends really nicely, but it doesn't blend away. I mainly do it to bring out more of a, you know, like, no, I have not gained 20 pounds in my first trimester look. Like, you know, deception. That's that. Now, this is a very long video. I thought it was going to be actually really quick, but I guess I just like to talk. I'm going to do a quick eye look that I go to. That is the Lorac Unzipped Mountain Sunset. I believe you can still get this. It was limited edition, but I believe you can still get this on Nordstrom Rack. Sometimes on HauteLook, but just go to NordstromRack.com and it's there without the flash deals like HauteLook does. I actually talk a lot about it in my eyeshadow palette declutter video that's coming up next, I think, or it's coming up soon. Like I said, I'm just gonna create a really quick look with this. I'm gonna take Stone, which is this one right here, and get close to you. Hello. This is just more of a brightening color. I really like Lorac's formulation. They are soft and creamy and pigmented, and you don't have to keep on dipping and going back and going back. So now I'm going to go into, let's do graphite, just a little bit of graphite on the tip of this Morphe M433 brush. I'm just gonna go in and put the Storm shade right here. It's not sparkly, but it's very light reflective. It's so romantic. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not saying like I look romantic. I'm just saying like the shade and the finish of that lid shade. I just love it. I just feel like it's very soft and inviting, and I don't know, just a really, if a shadow can be that, that's what I feel like it is. I'm gonna put a little bit of this purple. It's like purple gray, just a little bit of it in my like outer, kind of to blend the two things together and add a little bit more color. My outer third V thing. I'm just gonna take I think this is a Royal and Langnickel detail brush, and just go back into the Stone and then the graphite and then that purple one that I don't know how to pronounce the name. Done with eyeshadow. Yeah. Nothing too impressive. Okay, brows. And then mascara, because why not? So for brows, I'm just using this that you've seen me use before. It's the It Cosmetics Brow Power. It's the Universal Taupe shade. It's double-ended. I like the brush. I mean, it's double-ended as far as like the brush. It's on one side and this twirls up. So you don't need a sharpener, which is nice because I don't know, I don't usually have a sharpener nearby for some reason. One thing I noticed is I've not been breaking out with my minimal skincare routines, but my eyebrows, I think I don't wash my eyebrows very thoroughly when I'm using eyebrow pencil, because that would be the one area where I would get like breakouts is my eyebrows. It's weird. So I still have like something healing there, little scar. But for the most part, pregnancy usually doesn't affect my skin, which is really nice. We find out what we're having in May, like early May or end of April. So we're definitely, we don't like to be team green, as they call it, and we don't find out. We like to find out what it is. I even wish I knew right now. Before I put my mascara on, I'm actually going to spray, set my face with the Flower Beauty's Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. This is like awesome. This is definitely a favorite in 2018. It's very, very fine mist. I love mist. It's so soft. It doesn't seem to like crazy squirt your face. No splotches, and the smell is really nice too. I like to curl my eyelashes. This is the Sephora brand eyelash curler. I like it a lot. It seems to really get all of my lashes. I have thought about investing in a more expensive one, but it seems to really do the trick well. Then I've been using this primer when I'm really wanting my lashes to look great. Sometimes I won't go in with this because it's expensive and I'm almost out. But this is the Dior Show Maximizer 3D Lash Primer. And I did a review on this on Instagram. I haven't been on Instagram also in a long time. I just didn't feel like even taking pictures and typing. So the bristles are little plastic nubby bristles, and there's some black in there, sorry about that. And it really just distributes a really thin layer of primer. One of my 2019 goals or resolutions for makeup is to not buy any mascaras. I've been doing really good with that. Actually, all of February I didn't buy any makeup at all, which was my birthday month, and I didn't even go in to Sephora or Ulta to get my free birthday gifts. That's when you know that you're not feeling well. When I was really looking forward to trying out Drunk Elephant's Protini, which is the birthday gift this year at Sephora, but I missed that. I didn't even do any online ordering. I don't know. So anyways, what was I saying? Okay. I did buy a lash primer. It's more of a lash conditioner from the Jane Arundel. Dermstore was having a really good sale on that brand, and so I picked up a couple of things, not just the glow potion stuff. Glow time. It's glow time. So I haven't tried that yet because I am waiting until I use all of this up. But this was more of my introductory to, wow, lash primers really do something for my eyelashes. And then I've been going in with the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and this is a really good mascara. I had only tried the sample sizes of it, and I feel like the sample size is a lot different, or at least the one that I tried was a lot different than this full-size one. So I'm really glad. For Christmas, I bought myself a mascara bundle, you know, the Sephora Favorites mascara thing, and I think this full size was in that. Same with the lash primer. And I decided to give it a shot because everybody says how good it is, and Andrea Mattiliano loves the Essence Lash Princess, the green one that I really like. And she also really likes this, and she's compared them a lot, and I'm like, I don't really know if I agree with that. And now I understand, because I was using probably a bad one before, and now this full-size one works really well. It does remind me a lot of the Essence Lash Princess. I don't have an Essence Lash Princess currently open, or else I would compare them, but from my remembrance, from my memory, that they'd perform super similarly. I actually think I like Essence's wand better, because like right now when I'm trying to get in there, I think Essence wand tapers a little bit better, but I'm just gonna have to go in and separate that a little bit because that was really clumpy. This is really great for length and some volume, but I wouldn't say curl. I mean, I always curl my lashes anyways, so, but this can build, can really build. Oh, and it doesn't flake. The Essence one, I mean, it's, what, a fifth of the price? But the Essence one does flake after a while. So that's the really cool thing about this, and that's why I only brought this mascara to Florida with me, because I knew it wasn't gonna flake. I didn't bring a waterproof one. I usually don't go swimming, and even if I did, I wouldn't need to wear makeup. I mean, I did sweat. Ooh, nice little thing there. I did sweat, you know, but I guess you could say it's kind of sweat proof because it really didn't run down my face or smudge or anything like that. I'm trying to think if there's any other announcements that I had besides I'm pregnant. I do plan on continuing my channel as much as I can. Declutters, I have lipstick, eyeshadow, those two are huge. Those two I'm trying to get down to under an hour. I'm really trying with editing, but we'll see. The other ones, like my blush and bronzer and highlight, I think are a little bit not as long. So yes. For lips, I think I'm just going, I was debating between Fenty Gloss Bomb and then the Juice Beauty like lip crayon, which is more of a cooler tone, which is kind of what I have on my eyes, so I think I'll do that. I mean, I really love this formulation of gloss. Those are the two that I brought on vacation with me. If I wanted gloss or if I wanted more crayon. Let's try it. This is in the shade Malibu. I like this formulation. Kind of doesn't taste the best, but it's okay. That adds a nice pop of aliveness. So that is my get ready with me. Hi, I'm pregnant, and that's where I've been. I've been growing a human for the last month, and I have not been able to get myself on camera or even edit videos that I filmed 2 months ago. But now I am, and I'm back, and I'm hoping that, I'm not going to promise anything, but I'm hoping to be on here a little bit more regularly, get back on Instagram eventually, have some pregnancy videos, because I'm really happy that I'm pregnant, and I like to talk about it, and yeah, soon we'll find out what the baby is. So anyways, I hope that you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. Oh, I said I was gonna do a bump. Okay. The baby is the size of a plum.